Reall and welcome back to my channel. Now, the lighting is a little bit off because it's really dark outside and I don't want to set up my lighting equipment, so I'm using a lamp. But hello, I haven't made a video in forever and I'm really apologize and I'm so sorry about that. I just have not had any kind of time to upload a video or any room to put any of my tripod or anything behind me. As you can see, that's my roommate's bed, and then this is my little alcove right here. But yeah, I decided to do a February favorites and March goals. So I'm just gonna get right into my little favorites here. As you saw in the thumbnail, I have a new pet. We call him Lucifer. Oh, sorry, baby. Sorry. I kind of woke him up from a nap, so I feel really he's kind of out of it right now. But we call him Luke for short. We thought he was a girl at first because that's what my friend told us that he was. And so we called him Lucy for the longest time, and he did not like that because it's not a girl. So yeah, this is my new little pet. My roommates and I take care of him. You have a little eye boogie. I'll get rid of that. I'm gonna let him fall asleep in my lap, not bug him anymore. But this guy, he absolutely loves watching TV shows. So whenever I'm watching a show or my roommates are watching a show, he will just jump up onto you and watch it with you. And if I pause it or something to try and like go to the restroom or answer the door, he'll like go and unpause it for me and just sit in my chair and watch it. I find it's the cutest thing. Now, another thing that is one of my favorites, and I've talked about this in a while, and these are kind of makeup, so boys, I'm sorry, but this is makeup stuff. This is Milani in the color Loved, color 12. I'm actually wearing this color right now. It goes different on each different kind of skin tone as per usual. My roommate has one of these as well, and it seems to be a little bit lighter on her skin than it is on mine, but I'm very pale and she's not. So I absolutely love it. It stays on throughout the day. I can eat and it still is staying on my skin. Sometimes I get, like, if you eat a lot of hot stuff, it'll get, like, right here, it'll get a little bit, like, not there anymore. But other than that, I really love it. As well as the Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is the dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara. It's fantastic. I love it. It comes off really easily when you're trying to wipe off your makeup, so that's fantastic. My phone battery is very low. But I just love it. I'm going through these really fast, so I'm really sorry about that. Now, I love this Trey Stew thing. It's a mini concealer crayon that I got in an Ipsy bag a couple months ago actually, but I have been using it non-stop. It's this little concealer, and as you can see I have zits right there and there, and I have this huge, you actually can't see it thankfully because of this, but my cat scratched me on my face. It was just laying there and all of a sudden went and scratched my face. But that has been awesome to hide any kind of scratches or sores that you guys have. As well as this Naked Cosmetics eyeshadow. Guys, this, you can't really see it because the light is just horrible, but it is this beautiful gold color. I have this one in number 4, HE4. It is just this coppery metallic kind of color, and you can use it with water or without water, and it stays so long throughout the day. It doesn't crack or just like you can see it like coming off. It doesn't do that. It's fantastic. Now, food. Food that I've been loving. I love Subway, and because I'm in college, I can't actually get a lot of to-go stuff. Like, that doesn't stop me from doing so, but I'm not supposed to. And Subway is just a healthier option of takeout. I actually bought 2 sandwiches today, so it's actually March, but I'm putting it in my February thing. But I usually get that sweet onion teriyaki one. I absolutely love it. It's to die for. I love onions. So, yes. Another food thing, well, more of a drink, is Sobe Elixir in pina colada. As you can see, it's completely gone, but it's the white one. So go find that one at your local grocery store. As well as that Naked Juice Green Machine. I don't have one with me because I already drank it all. And then there's chocolate milk, which is a normal, it's not just a monthly thing, it's a normal thing for me. Now, a lot of you have been asking me about different kinds of goals that I have wanted to complete or how to complete those goals. And most of them have to do with guys. I'm not quite sure why all the comments have been surrounding men, because I really suck at that kind of aspect of my life. But I decided to talk more about that. And let me see. I'm gonna go get my charger. So hold on. Just okay. Sorry, I had to see my butt. But I need to charge my phone. Woo! I have this makeshift tripod on my phone right now that's on my homework assignments. So that's a great way to do stuff. Okay, so as you know, I am going to BYU for college, and my major, my cat's doing something weird, but my major is in communication with an emphasis in video production and CIT. I changed it to a communication video production kind of major just so I could learn and take those courses. I'm also doing a CIT kind of thing. But the goals that I had for myself vary a lot, and I need to make goals that you are able to actually complete and are reasonable or you're not gonna do them. That's why the beginning of the year and people make all these goals, they're never gonna complete them because they're not realistic. They aren't actually setting out things they have to do to make that goal. So I have decided to make a notebook of different goals that I have wanted to complete and actually put them in a planner. My planner is behind my camera, so I'm not going to get it right now. Actually, I'm going to get it. This is not really a professional video in the first place, so why stop now? So this is my planner for 2018. And every day I have placed any homework, can you see this? I don't know if you can see this, but any homework assignments, I've turned the pages, and anything that I want to do that day. Now my roommates and I have decided to go to the gym every single day. Now, the problem with that goal is because I am not in the best shape and I only can do certain exercises without hurting myself because of my medical history. So I have to be very careful. So I decided that for sure I'm going to go 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And if I go any other day, that's totally fine, but I need those rest days. But that's for me. But for other people, going every single day is more of a realistic term. Now, for the boy goals that people want, like, oh, I want a husband, or I want a boyfriend, or I want to be engaged by the end of this year. Those kind of goals you can't actually set for yourself because, one, you don't know who you're going to find in your life. You don't know if that person, or if you're even going to find that person at that point in your life. For me, I always find the boys that are actual good men at the most randomest times of my life, and I'm honestly not wanting to date, or I'm not expecting to date, or I don't really care, or I'm not like going out to go find boys exactly. I find it at the weirdest times, like going on a Walmart shuttle and just started talking to a guy, or walking down to Walmart and finding a guy, or walking down to McDonald's and randomly talking to a guy friend who happens to introduce you to another random guy. Those are all scenarios that have happened to me, and I ended up really liking them because I wasn't prepared, or I wasn't in a place where I'm like, well, I want all the guys to look at me and like type of thing. Not that you guys are, but I'm just saying. Also, with guys, I've gotten a lot of comments and a lot of just talking with friends that has really bothered me about what girls seem to think that they need to do in order to get a guy's attention. And the reason I wanted to do it in this kind of a live, unfiltered video is because I want you guys to see what I truly think, and not me having to edit and try and not hurt somebody by my words, I guess. Because people get very annoyed or mad at some things that people have to say, even though they're their true feelings and opinions. And people nowadays don't feel like others can have their own opinions, especially when they post it to the web, but I don't really care about that, so I'm going to say it anyways. With guys, girls, you do not need to be skinny for them. You do not need to wear clothes for them. You do not need to look a certain way because that's what they want to see you as. Does that make any sense to you? Do you guys realize that you're not objects? You are human beings who have worked hard to get where you are, who are smart, intelligent, beautiful. Do you realize how beautiful each and every one of you are? It doesn't matter about how you look or how you portray yourself on the outside. It matters who you are in the inside. I can't get over how many girls tell me or comment to me or even say to me, even my own roommates talk to me about how they wish that a guy liked them, and the only reason that a guy doesn't like them is because they're too fat or because they don't have blonde, for some reason blonde hair and blue eyes is a huge topic here, and I have that, which is awesome, but I always have wanted to change my hair color. I've always, for some reason, I'm like, oh, well, I love to try red hair. That's for some reason I really want to try it right now. But you guys, you don't need to focus on what those guys might think of you or might say to you if you're a certain way, or if they don't like you because you think you're too fat or you don't have the right face shape for them. Like, how are you going to change that? You shouldn't have to change something that who you truly are just to have some random bozo like you. Yeah, they might want to be one of your good friends, and yeah, you might not be their type. Who cares? Who cares if that guy doesn't like you? That means he's not the one for you. That means he is not the person you are supposed to end up with in your life, because you shouldn't be changing who you are. You should be bettering who you are. That's a completely different topic. If you and your significant other are talking about things and all of a sudden he says, well, I wish you could change this, or she says, I wish you could change this. It depends on what they're asking you to do. Saying, oh, well, you are too loud of a personality for me and I wish you could change that. That's changing something about who you are. Like, I'm a very loud person. I have a very loud personality, very loud voice. I can't really change that. Sometimes I can be quieter, but with my voice, with my personality, I'm not going to change that because you think I'm too loud. Other people absolutely love it, so why can't you? But if they ask you something like, hey, I wish you wouldn't tell stories about me in this context, or hey, I wish you wouldn't fart around me, like something stupid like that, that's not changing who you are. That's asking you, hey, can you better yourself for this? Or I wish that we could read books together. I wish that we could spend more time together. That's not changing who you are. That's bettering yourself and your relationship for both of you. That's helping that other person, like, okay, yeah, I care enough about you to change that, like, part of my life for you. Because I could maybe want to watch a TV show, but we could probably do it together. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Sometimes I just ramble and create weird scenarios and people don't understand what I'm actually trying to say. And I think that I'm making myself very clear, so that's why I usually use editing to help myself realize how unclear I really am. But I don't know, with guys too, if a girl doesn't want you or isn't interested in you, girls and guys, I can't just say girls, but girls and guys, we are so annoying. We are always looking at how you look or how you play off in different scenarios, which is okay, but not the whole, just the looks thing. I know that there's a lot of dating apps like Tinder and Mutual, and I don't even know what it's called. There's a lot of dating apps. There's a lot of them. And I find it funny because even I do this all the time, that I look at their looks first, or how tall they are, or even though that doesn't really bother me at how tall they are, for some reason I still look into that, and I still look into what they put on their profile, and that depends if I swipe up or not, or if they have a goofy smile or things like that. And I don't really look into how they are as a person because I don't know them. Like, I just see their picture, and then when I go on a date with them and they're not like their picture, it makes me sad, which is so awful. Do you realize how awful that is and how awful our society is for thinking that way? But then if I know you and know you're not my ideal type that I would go for on these like dating apps, I still am starting to fall for you. I'm starting to see who you really are. It doesn't matter if you're tall, it doesn't matter if you're short, blonde, black, white, Asian. It doesn't matter to me because I finally figured out who you are as a person. I didn't have to go through all these weird hoops of my, oh, well, he didn't look like his picture. Oh, well, he, like, is very full of himself because he looks a certain way. We always put judgments on people that aren't okay, and then when we actually realize who they are as a people without looking at their dating apps, it's a completely different story. I don't know, I'm just rambling on. I'm sorry. I've just been getting so many stories and comments and just talking with my roommates that have been getting me riled up, and it's ticking me off that people think that they have to change for someone. I'm just done. Alright, that's video for today. It's 16 minutes long and it's a live video, so it's all over the place, and I'm really sorry about that, but I hope that you guys are having a fabulous day. If you have anything that you want to talk to me about or you want me to have an opinion on, leave it in the comments below because I have an opinion on everything, apparently. Jeez Louise. Okay. Bye, guys. Trying to exit out and it's not working.